The fiery leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, Julius Malema, unleashed a scathing attack on Parliament this week, accusing its oversight committees of deliberately delaying the release of investigation reports involving high-profile government officials. In a heated statement that left no room for ambiguity, Malema questioned whether South Africans were expected to remain silent in the face of what he described as calculated manipulation of justice for the benefit of the politically connected. Do they think we are fools? Do they think the people can see through their games? Malema roared during a press briefing held at the EFF headquarters in Johannesburg. His remarks came after the Parliamentary Ethics Committee announced yet another postponement of its findings into alleged corruption and misconduct cases tied to several ministers and senior state officials. For Malema, this delay was not an administrative issue but a political one, a clear attempt, in his words, to protect comrades who are deep in the pockets of capital and corruption. He accused the ruling African National Congress, ANC, of manipulating parliamentary systems to shield its members from accountability, arguing that the integrity of the institution has been compromised. This is not a parliament of the people anymore, he declared. It's a parliament of cover-ups, of cowardice, of political protectionism. When it's time to investigate those aligned to the ruling elite, the processes suddenly become slow, evidence goes missing, and deadlines are extended without explanation. Malema's comments reflect a growing frustration among opposition parties and citizens who have long complained about the sluggish pace of investigations in South Africa's political landscape. Reports that were supposed to be finalized months ago have yet to see the light of day, fueling suspicions that internal power plays are influencing outcomes. Political analysts say Malema's outburst may also be part of a broader strategy by the EFF to position itself as the nation's last voice of accountability ahead of the 2026 elections. With trust in government institutions waning, Malema's unapologetic rhetoric resonates strongly with young voters who feel betrayed by years of corruption scandals and unfulfilled promises. He did not hold back in criticizing what he called the arrogance of power within Parliament, saying that those who delay justice are not just protecting the corrupt, they are participants in the corruption. He challenged the Speaker of Parliament and the committee chairs to find their conscience and release the reports without political interference. Justice delayed is justice denied, Malema reminded them, quoting a phrase that has long echoed through South Africa's troubled history of accountability. Every day you delay, you tell the victims of corruption, the poor, the unemployed, the forgotten, that their suffering is not a priority. Sources close to the committee have cited procedural issues, missing documents, and internal disagreements as reasons for the delay. But Malema was having none of it. He accused certain MPs of deliberately creating confusion to buy time and protect their allies. You can pretend to be a house of integrity when your doors are built on lies, he said. The EFF leader's sharp rebuke has sparked renewed debate across social and political circles, with many South Africans echoing his sentiment online. On social media, hashtags like #YouThinkWeAreFools and #ParliamentDelays trended for hours after his statement, reflecting the public's mounting frustration. Malema's critics, however, argue that his outrage is politically motivated and that his own party has had its share of ethical questions. Yet even his opponents admit that his criticism taps into a real and widespread sense of anger about accountability and transparency in government. As the dust settles, the question remains, how long can Parliament continue to delay without eroding the last remnants of public trust? For Malema, the answer is clear. We will not sit back while they play games with the people's future, he vowed. If they refuse to act, we will expose them. If they hide the truth, we will bring it to light. The days of quiet complicity are over. In typical Malema fashion, his words cut deep, serving as both a warning and a challenge to the establishment. Whether the parliamentary committees heed his call or continue their slow-motion handling of critical investigations, one thing is certain, the EFF leader has once again placed himself at the center of South Africa's fight for political accountability, and this time, he's not backing down.